Kitchen is often considered as the heart of every home, and as homemakers, we do spend a lot of time in the kitchen. Our first job every morning is to enter the kitchen and prepare food for our family. But cooking, cleaning, and organizing all alone might get difficult at some times. Hey all, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning everyone. I hope you all are doing great. Welcome back to my channel again. As per your feedbacks on my last vlog, I will be continuing my vlogs in English for now. In this vlog, I will be sharing some amazing kitchen tips that have helped me through the years to reduce my time and efforts in the kitchen. Do watch it till the end because there's a surprise for you all at the end of the video. So let's get started with today's vlog. Indian kitchens are mostly known for their famous Indian breakfast. And in breakfast, we do use a lot of ingredients for tempering. Taking out each and every ingredient every morning might get difficult at some times. I usually like to gather all the ingredients at one place and store them in an airtight container. In a bowl, I have added 3 tablespoons of mustard seeds, half cup of groundnut, 3 tablespoons of moong dal, along with 3 tablespoons of urad dal. I then added a handful of whole red chilies. I broke the red chilies into half. I also added a cup of cashew nuts. I'll mix everything very well and store it in a airtight container. You can use them for tempering any kind of breakfast and you can use it even for tempering the chutneys. यहाँ पे टेम्परिंग का मतलब बघार लगाना या फिर तड़का लगाना होता है. This is very simple and basic tip yet saves a lot of time and efforts in the kitchen every morning. I advise you all to purchase this box because we can store all the veggies at one place that are used in breakfast. And in India breakfast, we do use a lot of chopped vegetables. Cutting and chopping each and every vegetable every morning might get difficult or time taking sometimes. So what I do is I chop all the vegetables that I usually add in my breakfast and store in this compartment box. You just have to take out the box from the fridge and add your desired vegetables to your breakfast. Here I have chopped ginger, carrots, capsicum, green chilies. The quantity depends upon your preferences on how much do you like to add in your breakfast. I have also put some curry leaves because I do like to use them in my breakfast. And these all vegetables stays absolutely fresh for 7 to 10 days in the fridge. Kitchen countertop organization also plays an important role in saving our time in the kitchen. Such as I have placed all my wooden spoons, knives and scissors that I use frequently in the kitchen all at one place so that I don't have to take them out every time from the cabinets. In the same manner, I have placed tea and sugar canisters on the countertop so that it gets easy not only for me but also for the other members of the family. And I have also placed this oil dispenser on the countertop so that I can use it easily. On the other side, I have placed all the spices that I use frequently in my cooking. It becomes very easy for me to use them from here. Storing the vegetables in the correct manner also plays an important role in not only saving our time in the kitchen but also avoids the wastage. Every time we get fresh vegetables, I usually like to wash them properly, wipe out the excess water and store it in a correct manner. In this way, we can not only avoid the wastage of vegetables, but whenever we need any particular vegetable, we just have to take them out from the fridge and chop them off and use it in our cooking. Having the appliances that helps to reduce your workload in the kitchen is very much essential. One such thing I purchased is my food processor. Whenever I have to chop the vegetables in large quantities, this food processor comes to the rescue. It has many functions such as shredding, chopping, slicing, We can even knead the dough for chapatis in the food processor. Thus, it does save a lot of time and efforts in my kitchen. One other such appliances is this knife sharpener. Chopping with an unsharpened knife might take a lot of your efforts. So before every cooking, I just like to sharpen my knife with this knife sharpener. Each and every one of us like to have a neat and clean kitchen. And keeping the kitchen cleaning items handy at all the times is one thing that I have always done. Now, this is a homemade solution that I usually use to clean my countertop. I just spray it on my countertop, leave it for 5 minutes, then I wipe it off with an microfiber cloth. Now, this is a Jif cream that I usually use to clean my hob. Whenever this steel part of the hob gets dirty, I just apply some of the Jif cream. I then scrub it with a scrubber and clean it with a microfiber cloth. Now, as you all know, this is a colin that I usually use to clean the glass of my hob. Whenever the hob gets too much dirty, I just spray the colin on the hob and leave it for 5 minutes. Then I clean it with the microfiber cloth. I sometimes also use this homemade solution. Both works very well. Now, I think I have shown this solution in my previous vlogs. It's an wooden furniture cleaner that I usually use to clean my kitchen cabinets. Whenever I see any kind of stain on the kitchen cabinets, I immediately apply this solution and leave it for 5 minutes, then clean with a microfiber cloth. It not only cleans the stain on the cabinets in minutes but also gives a shiny look to the kitchen cabinets. Being a housewife, we do have to do a lot of work in the kitchen every morning. Preparing breakfast, lunch, and also the lunchbox for the kids might get sometimes stressful. I prefer to meal prep my breakfast for at least 1 week so that it becomes easy for me every morning. Here I have taken a pan and added 5 to 6 tablespoons of oil along with 5 to 6 tablespoons of tempering mixture that we already prepared. I'll cook the lentil and the groundnuts on low flame for 5 minutes and then I will add the chopped ginger, chopped green chilies and some curry leaves. Now we have to cook this on low flame so that the ginger and the green chilies that we added start to turn golden in color. I will then add 2 cups of semolina or suji or rava and I'll mix everything very well and again cook on low flame for 5 to 7 minutes. Now this is a premix of upma. You can use it just by adding a little hot water whenever you want, or you can also add some fresh vegetables in the oil and then add this upma premix and add some water, then your upma will be ready in no time. And the meal prep that I'm going to make is vermicelli upma. For that, in a pan I have added oil and added the vermicelli. I have taken 2 cups of vermicelli. Now we often complain that the vermicelli gets stick to the bottom. This is because the starch is present inside it and it's better to roast it first and then prepare the vermicelli upma. In a pan I added 4 tablespoons of oil and then added 5 tablespoons of the prepared tempering mixture. I will cook it on low flame for 5 to 6 minutes and then add the chopped vegetables. I added 1 tablespoon of chopped ginger, 1 tablespoon of chopped carrot and 1 slit green chilies. Now I'll cook this all on low flame again until the carrots, ginger, everything starts to turn brown in color. Now this step is very much necessary because if you leave anything raw, there's a chance that your premix might get spoiled. I then added the roasted vermicelli. I'll saute everything for 5 to 7 minutes and I'll then switch off the flame and keep it aside for cooling down. Now here I am preparing the oats premix. For this, in a pan I have added 2 cups of oats. I'll roast the oats on low flame for at least 5 minutes because there's starch present inside the oats and it's not good for your digestive system. And I then added a half cup of chopped almonds and 5 tablespoons of the panjari mix that we made in our last vlog. Now we like to have it in this way. You can add any dry fruit of your choice, but make sure it is the dry fruit. Do not add any fresh fruit in the premix. I'll roast it for 2 minutes and switch off the flame. Whenever you want to make this oats porridge, you just have to add boiling water and milk, and then it's ready. I then transferred everything in the Ziploc bags. I'll store them in the fridge and they'll be enough for us for 1 week. You can also store them at room temperature, but I prefer to store it in the fridge. And the oat mixture, I'll store at room temperature in my cabinets. And I like to do some preparations for my kids lunchbox too. So for that, in a bowl I have added chicken pieces and I have cut them into thin slices, and I then added 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of black pepper powder, half teaspoon of turmeric powder, half teaspoon of coriander powder, half teaspoon of zira powder, and 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste, and I'll squeeze a lemon. I'll mix everything very well and keep it aside for 10 minutes, and I'll then transfer into a pan. The chicken that I have taken might be near 300 grams. So I have taken the measurements according to the quantity of chicken. You can change it accordingly. In a pan, I added 3 tablespoons of oil and then added the marinated chicken. I spread the chicken evenly with the help of the spoon. I'll cook until the chicken starts to turn brown in color. It cooks very fastly as it's a boneless chicken. Now you can use the chicken for many things. You can make pasta out of it. You can make chicken sandwiches. I will store it in a Ziploc bag and keep it in the freezer, and it will be good enough for 1 week. The next thing that I'm going to prepare is chicken kebab. For that I have taken 400 grams of boneless chicken and I have washed it and drained the water completely. Make sure the water is dried completely, because if there is any water left in the chicken, the kebab will not hold its shape. I then transferred the chicken into the food processor. I will pulse it for 2 to 3 minutes or the chicken pieces turn into mince. The spices that will go into the kebab are half teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of red chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala, zira powder, coriander powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper powder. I'll add them all into the minced chicken, and I then added a handful of mint and coriander leaves. Here I also have added 1 tablespoon of ghee. I then pulsed it for 2 to 3 minutes until everything combined very well. I will take out the chicken mince into the plate and keep it in the fridge for 5 to 10 minutes so that we can make the kebab nicely. I washed my hands nicely and then applied the oil. I took 1 handful of chicken mince in my hand and made the kebabs with the help of a skewer. As you can see, the kebabs are holding its shape very nicely. This is because we dried the water completely before putting them in the food processor. Now the taste of this kebabs is very nice. Please do try it and let me know in the comment section. In a pan, I added some oil and I then put the prepared kebabs. I will fry it on a low to medium flame. I will not cook the kebabs completely. I'll just half cook it and then transfer to a plate. I fried the another batch as well. I'll transfer the kebabs into a Ziploc bags and keep it in the freezer. Make sure that you defrost the kebabs very well before using them. You can make a variety of things with these kebabs. I usually make paratha roll or kebab roll for my kids for the lunchbox. Having frozen food with preservatives is definitely not good for health, But when you prepare something at home and then freeze it and consume within 10 to 15 days, I think there's nothing wrong in that, because when you freeze anything, its freshness is also preserved. Hey all, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are doing great. I think this is the first time that I have sat down like this and speaking to you face to face. Actually, there's a reason for it. Now, when I asked you all to comment me on my last vlog whether should I make vlogs in English or Urdu, you not only have sent me feedback through the comments but also have sent me lots of love, and it was very much overwhelming for me to read each one of your comment. I think in this world of drawing competition, it takes a lot of courage to come forward and appreciate others' work. I have never imagined to come this far, and it's your love and support that I'm sitting here like this and talking to you all. Coming to my last vlog, most of you have commented me to make vlogs in English. So for now, I'll be continuing to make vlogs in English. बट जिसने भी कहा कि मुझे व्लॉग्स उर्दू में बनाइएगा, प्लीज़ आप अपना दिल मत छोटा करिए. इन द कमिंग फ्यूचर विल सी व्हाट विल हैपन. एंड अगर आप में से किसी को भी कोई भी चीज़ को लेकर कोई डाउट है, प्लीज़ मुझे कमेंट्स के ज़रिए मुझे बताइएगा, सो दैट मैं आपका कोई भी डाउट हो वो क्लियर कर सकूँ. एंड रिगार्डिंग टुडेज़ वीडियो, प्लीज़ डू लेट मी नो इन द कमेंट सेक्शन whether you like to see such videos in coming future, and it would be great to hear from you all. And that's it for today. I'll meet you all in my next vlog. Until then, take care. Allah Hafiz.